Hey, today we're going to be working on our brows just as I promised. So before I even start outlining my brows, I clean up my brows. So I use my razor and I shave my brows, just a little cleanup just to make sure that they're neat so that they're very easy to outline. So I'm just using my razor to just clean up a little. Now I use my She pencil. This is the only pencil I use. My She pencil is dark brown and I use it to outline my brows. Sometimes it's very hard to get, but you'll find it at your local beauty supply store. So I outline my brows with my pencil. I go above and beyond. So I go at the lower part of my brow first, then the top part, then I fill it in. Filling in my brows right now, and I'm not pressing too hard. I'm doing this lightly because the pencil is very bright. And I do have a generous amount of natural brows, so it's not that hard to fill in. I do hair-like strokes at the beginning of my brow so that it could look natural when I clean up. And I continue to make my strokes and fill in a little more. I prefer my brows to be a little bit dark and not too light. So I fill them in. And there we go. And there we go for both brows. We are done. Now we're going to be cleaning up and concealing our brows. And we use LA Girl Pro Conceal in Pure Beige, which is lighter than my shade for the bottom of my brow. That's normally what I use, a lighter shade to conceal and outline my brows. I put a generous amount and then I wipe a little bit off. And then I start cleaning up my brows, doing it little by little. Because sometimes we don't necessarily have we can't necessarily draw in a straight line. So we try to do piece by piece because you don't want to mess it up. Okay? So you do a little part first. My hair is always in the way. You do a little part first and then you continue. You do it slowly. You're not rushing your brows. You take your time. And I'm using my Morphe brush, which is M432. Morphe brush is very flat. It's very easy to work with. It gives you clean lines. Applying more concealer to clean up a little more. And as you can see, I fade downwards as soon as I draw my line, or as soon as I bring my line across, then I bring it down so that it could look more on the seamless side, you know. So we are doing the next brow, and we do this as neat as possible. So you take your time. You want your brows to look very clean. You want to see clean lines, not harsh lines. And it's why we take our time to do it. Okay? And as you can see, we're still fading downwards. All right, and that's it. Now we do the top. When we're doing the top of our brows, we use our foundation that matches our shade. I'm using Nairobi, which is Juvia's Place foundation. And I use it to do the top of my brow using the same brush. Hold the brush in a comfortable position. Sometimes the way you hold a pencil, you can hold it that way, or you can hold it however comfortable you are. All right, our brows are done, and I was just fading with my big brush. Now I'm going to use my spoolie. You go opposite direction of each brow when you're fading the beginning of your brow so it looks natural. You do not fade in the same direction for the beginning of your brow. You go opposite direction of each brow, just like I'm doing right here. So now you're just fading the rest of your brow. I'm just bringing back the hair together. So you fade opposite direction again, just to make sure that it looks natural and seamless. You try to do that as much as possible until you're comfortable with how it looks. Doing it with my next brow right now. All right, and there we go. Okay, so our brows are done basically. There we go. Voila. All done. And that's the brow. Thank you.